Hey, this is Brandon.
And this is Barab.
We're 8 Pound Pressure.
And you're listening to Antman Verses.
Woo! Music Familia Productions. World premiere.
You'll never get the best of me, I'm anti-everything. You'll never get the best of me, I'm anti-everything.
Antman and his intern Siobhan also bring you so much more than that. Live, local, from Antman HQ Studios every Tuesday and Thursday, starting now.
What's going on, Music Familia? How's it going? We are back another week, and it turns out that Siobhan is hanging out with the kiddo at home. So you're stuck with me all the way till 10 o'clock tonight, and we're going to be giving you the best unsigned music that you've never heard from all over the world. I want to give a shout out first and foremost to the United Kingdom because they are listening tonight. They have subscribed or started to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I have to say how awesome first and foremost that is, man. And I want to thank all the Music Familia. Thank you guys so much for doing what you do, and thank you so much for supporting me. I want to give a shout out to the sponsors: Columbus Botanical Depot, Raw Designs, and Photo Nation AP. I love you guys so much, man. And ZTV Mag as well. Shout out to those guys as well. We'll be talking about the sponsors, and we're talking about some of the open spots that we have going on in the show. And we're going to also be talking about a whole lot more than that. I hope you guys are ready. We're going to get some brand new music in here for you tonight. You know, and I was feeling a little, I don't know, a little jazzy. So, in honor of just some different jazz spirit, I want to throw this out there for you guys. This one's called Sassy Girl, and I want to give a shout out to the wifey at home. Thank you so much for all the support, and if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be able to be sitting in this chair, so thank you so much. I love you with the bottom of my heart. So let's get into this right here. This song reminds me of that girl, and here we go, Sassy Girl. Let's get it. Brand new stuff. something a little bit different right there, right? I mean, come on. I wouldn't be who I am if I didn't provide something a little bit different, right? I mean, come on. So what's going on, Music Familia? How's it going? Hope all y'all are well, man. I want to give a shout out to a girl named Stacy Siegel who won the tickets to the Turn to 10 Fest this weekend. Hope you guys are ready, man. It's going to be one hell of a show going on over at Muddy Creek, man. And I'm undecided on if I can go yet or not. I'm at that point where now I think I got to start looking for a babysitter. And I got to find one I can trust, And I don't know, man. It's really hard to find anybody to trust these days. And speaking of trust, I come across this news story today. So, 12 Alabama inmates used peanut butter to trick a worker in their escape from jail. And, yeah, this really happened. A dozen Alabama inmates cooked up a plot to hoodwink a new employee at the Walker County Jail using peanut butter to trick the staffer into opening an alternate door over the weekend. Turns out that Walker County Sheriff James Underwood said at a news conference Monday afternoon, Underwood said a recent hire at the jail, obviously, it's always a recent hire, I've always noticed. Makes you wonder if they don't do the background checks properly. I really don't understand the whole concept of how they come up with some of that craziness, man. It's pretty insane. So what basically it comes down to, new hire in the control room keeping count of the inmates when they asked to have a door open, but the inmates had used peanut butter from the jailhouse sandwiches to trick the staffer. Quoted, they had changed the number over the door with peanut butter. They hollered, "Hey, open the door." But that door number was the outside door, and unbeknowingly to him, he hit the lock on the outdoor, and out they went. Turns out that of the 12 escapees, 11 have since been caught, including the 2 most serious offenders, the sheriff said. So, quite interesting, man, right here. Brady Andrew Kilpatrick, 24, is still at large after breaking out of jail in Casper, about 40 miles northwest of Birmingham. Kilpatrick was in jail on charges of possession of a controlled substance, possession of drug paraphernalia, and a possession of marijuana. And, Underwood said during the escape that the inmates threw blankets over a razor wire fence so they could climb over without any cuts. No citizens or employees have been injured during the escape, but 2 of the inmates were hurt while fleeing to jail, and 1 is in a hospital. The inmates took advantage of a young employee who had not been working there very long, and the employee who was keeping track of 150 inmates at a time. Keep in mind, 1 security guard for 150 inmates. And they make how much money? Okay. Anyway, that's a whole nother conversation. So, he's keeping track of 150 inmates, and he made a mistake. What it gets chalked up to is he made a mistake. He should have been more cautious about it. And Underwood added, we've got some evil people down here, and they scheme all the time to con us and our employees here at the jail. You have to stay on your toes. This is one time we slipped up. I'm never going to make any excuses. It was a human error that caused this to happen. And Underwood said there are some deficiencies in the jail. Quoted, some deficiencies in the jail. And it would take about $300,000 in funding to fix security issues. The chances of getting that money, he said, are slim to none. And Underwood added that inmates at the Walker County Jail will continue to be served peanut butter. So for all you peanut butter allergic people out there, and you live in the area and you're planning on going to jail or breaking the law within any time soon, don't eat the lunch tray. Don't eat the lunch tray, man. Hand that stuff off. Holy crap. So I'm going to give a shout out to the chat room. What's going on, Stevie Cade and Megan Craig, Josh Dillard hanging out with me live in the studio. I hope you guys are having an awesome night, man. We are hanging out live right here, Antman Verses. And today, born on this day, would be August 1st. It's crazy to think about, right? Like 23 days until my birthday, and 9 more days. Oh, my phone's going off. 9 more days until we have Rocky X TV in here, and then we have 8 more days, 7 more days until we have Mary Kaufman in here. So that's going to be even more awesome. I can't wait for that show. So I want to give a shout out to everybody, my sponsors, Columbus Botanical Depot, man. I love those guys, and make sure you check them out, cbdhemphealth.com, 614-407-4420. My man Joe is the man over there. Check out Max. He's always running, holding the store down for Joe, and Joe is the mastermind, so if you have any philosophical, deep questions about CBD and any questions concerned, you can give him a call or email him, columbusbotanicaldepot@gmail.com, the best place to get a hold of him right there. Or just give him a call, 614-407-4420. Let him know Antman sent you. And who knows, he might take a little off the top for you. You get an opportunity to check out some free samples and see what it's all about, man. Healthy alternative healing. Definitely what it's all about, man. Make sure you check it out. Raw Designs, I'll give a shout out to you guys, man. Designsbyraw.com. They do all my logos. They keep me looking fresh. They're working on a brand new banner. Oh, brand new banner. I'm talking about 4 foot by 6 foot, huge mofo. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. And what else do we have going on here, man? We got so much. We got a brand new Sunday show coming. We have a brand new DJ starting. We're going to be talking about that probably in the 9 o'clock hour a little bit. I want to give a shout out to Photo Nation AP, Dave Sheets. He's handling a lot of photography, some of the stuff that we do, video and photography stuff over here. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. And so I want to give a shout out to also ztpmagazine.com, man. Awesome, raw, beautiful, bold, ztpmag.com. Great guys over there. I love those guys and girls over there. So Rocky X TV hanging out in the chat room. So we have new guests coming in, and we have old guests coming out. And a lot of people were asking me, with some of the new changes that I've had in my life. You guys probably know I had a baby, and so she just came home from the NICU unit, so I've been taking care of her. So a lot of people have been asking me, flooding my inbox, asking me if I'm gonna continue doing the show, and if I'm gonna continue being a part of the music community and doing what I do so much, and the only thing that I could say is I'm here right now. I mean, I love what I do, and I'm really fortunate to do it, man, but, the nights at Children's Hospital become long, and the back and forth between the hospital becomes long, and, on that note, I keep my mouth shut on a personal level. I really do, and I save my voice for the radio show, because I know there's other people out there that feel just like I do. So I try to make a point to be as transparent as possible. And I have to say, being a new dad, you learn a lot of new things that you never really even contemplated, you never really thought about. And when you're faced with those decisions, you'd be amazed at what you can do and what you will do to make things happen. So, with that said, I want to give a huge shout out to some of my mentors, man. My man Rocky and Candace, and my man Stevie Cade, who's been around for quite some time, man. Seen me since a wee little ant man. Dave Sheets, Casey. I want to give a shout out to you guys, man. You guys are pretty awesome, man. I wouldn't be able to do it without Terry Douglas, Stevie Cade, and Dave, and Rocky, and Candace, and a lot of these other people who just kept pushing me, man. Kept kicking me in my ass when I needed it. So thank you so much, man. But so back to off the mushy stuff. So we got some new music in here, and I'm on the floor about it, and it happens to be called like vinyl floor. So we little Antman, yes sir. Yeah, I remember those days. And yeah, it's a Kodak moment, Rocky X TV. It's all right, man. I got something for you here real soon. So all right, guys, we're getting into this right now, and after this, you're gonna see a brand new promo. I hope you like it. Check it out.
that in the end you regret the things you didn't do rather than those you did. But they never explain what we should choose. Got nothing to lose, so what you wanna do? 'Cause you love me, but I like you. You know it's wrong, but what would you do if I loved you, but you like me? You know it's wrong, but don't change the song. Could you make it through the minutes when the wind away? Could you spare you from the voices when you hit your face? Could you spare a single tear? Could you make you disappear? Could you look him in the eyes, knowing that kind of fear? Could you make it through the pain when she drilled your brain? When she made you realize that she's not a saint? Could you spare you from the loss on the line she chose to cross? Could you look you in the eye while explaining her cause? You know it's wrong, but what would you do if I loved you, but you like me? You know it's wrong, but what would you do? 'Cause you love me, but I like you. You know it's wrong, but don't change the song.
What's going on, Music Familia? So I got something special for you right here. I wanted to toss it over to you. So we're gonna get this lined up here real quick, and we're gonna try and see what we can come up with here. You ready? Here we go.
I'm gonna be on.
Music Familia. Interesting. No craziness right there. So when I loaded it, it had audio, and when I checked it out earlier, it played just fine. Quite interesting. So you learn something new every damn show. Crazy. Oh, I gotta give some shout out to some technical, excuse me, allergies, man, craziness. I had to get over some technical difficulties, some of the issues. No excuses. Yeah, I know. So, shit happens. You make mistakes. So, I'm going to get that loaded in there. That's actually a brand new promo for Rocky X TV. They're going to be hanging out live with us in studio and on the 10th, and it's going to be quite an interesting show to be hanging out with him. Now, the great interesting thing about that is Rocky covers all the do-it-yourself stuff from installations to technical stuff to wiring to setups to just about tuning and anything and everything. And the best part about it is you can jump over to the YouTube channel, you can interact with Rocky, and you can have questions, concerns, anything that you want to ask Rocky, he can check out for you. And if he doesn't know the answer, he's one of those awesome YouTubers that takes the time to find out and will help you learn and figure out what you need to do to figure it out together. So make sure you subscribe to his channel, man. It's definitely an awesome Rocky has video fright, becomes mute when live. Actually, no, that was technical difficulty, Stevie Cade. My apologies, man. I own it. But, so, in honor of that, I guess, we're going to play this song right here. It's been too long since I've been home, and so this song comes from around that way, and I hope you guys like it, man. It takes me back home every time I hear it. And make sure you check out my website, antmanvs.com, for brand new stuff. Subscribe to the channel. We're almost over 9,000 minutes now, as a matter of fact. And we have been downloaded in 3 different countries. So the U.S., Australia, and the United Kingdom. So that's pretty awesome. So hopefully you guys get an opportunity to check out some previous shows. So we got some new news coming in a little bit, but we're going to get to this right here, Too Far From Home, brand new stuff.
Between us, we've gone down with this sinking ship. So let's honor our darkest secrets. This is it. We're too far from home, too far from home, too far from home to get out of this. We're too far from home, too far from home, too far from home to get out of this. Too many questions unanswered to date. And it's only gonna get worse the more we wait. Society upon our shoulders, screaming we've done it all wrong. But too little, too late is the punchline. But I'm not trying to avoid this feeling this time. We're too far from home, too far from home, too far from home to get out of this. We're too far from home, too far from home, too far from home to get out of this. It's been too long searching for each other's arms. We've been knocked out, defeated and torn. But this might be the last chance we have to grow. We're too far from home, too far from home, too far from home to get out of this. We're
too far from home, too far from home, too far from home to get out of this. We're too far from home, too far from home, too far from home to get out of this. We're too far from grace. Let's get out of this place and start all over again today.
What's going on, Music Familia? Welcome back to the show. Hope everybody is having fun hanging out. So I'm going to give a couple shout-outs to some people having birthdays today. I'm going to give a shout-out to Crystal, my man Nick, Clint, Carmen, Mary, Janetta, John, and Ted. Hope you guys are having an awesome birthday today. And I want to give a shout-out to everybody who's tuning in the chat room, man. We're up to 6 viewers. I know we never really have too many viewers. It's never really like during the show that we have the viewers. It seems to be always like after the show. So, I mean, that's always fun. That's always interesting, you know, to find out, check out the analytics the next day, 24 hours later. So, I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in tonight. Thank you guys for being the regular listeners to the podcast every week. So, people are accusing this mom of empty baby shower tweet of being a scam. And this mom went on social media and made a huge deal about this whole thing here in Zanesville, Ohio last week. Expected mother Chelsea Collins, 20, hosted a baby shower at the Golden Corral in Zanesville, Ohio last week, but was supposed to be a joyous celebration quickly turned to a dark turn. And Colleen's friend Dory tweeted an image of the shower, long tables covered in pink tablecloths, pink balloons scattered on the floor, and no people. Nobody showed up to the best friend's baby shower, just my boyfriend and me, she said in the tweet. According to New York Magazine, she now deleted the tweet quickly when it went viral, drawing more than 16,000 retweets, and that was quite an interesting whole thing. 16,000 retweets with as many as 30 to 100 characters, like, just being retweeted over and over and over and over again. And a lot of people sympathizing with Collins, and they listed a whole bunch of them right here. Some even asked if the mom had a registry or if they could donate money. This one lady, Dory, then retweeted a PayPal link for donations, and more than 350 gifts were bought on Collins' now deleted Walmart registry. But a few individuals noticed something wasn't quite right. For starters, the PayPal link directed people to an account for Dorothy Holmes, presumably Dory's real name, right? Well, one Twitter user who goes by the handle Jimmy Early even went as far as to call up the Golden Corral in Zanesville and asked the manager to confirm if there were only 3 people showing at the event or not. The manager, however, told him that a party of 12 was booked and 12 did show up. So, he went back to Twitter and launched a huge campaign. And in an interview with New York Magazine, both Holmes and Collins defended their actions, quoting, "The moment the tweet was posted, nobody was there. The tweet was 100% accurate at the point in time it was posted, and it was not a turnout. That her aunt was her only relative at the party," Holmes said, "and I have 2 of my personal friends and her aunt who brought 3 children, and her little sister was there, and that was it. There was definitely not 12 people there." But when asked if they considered what they did to be a scam, they said no. They even went further to say, "If they buy me baby stuff and they go take it back for money, that's what I feel like scamming would actually be," Collins said. We are actually going to use this stuff. They added that they plan to donate some of the gifts to a local women's shelter. And on Wednesday morning, Holmes broadcast a lengthy Periscope video titled The Truth. And this has also since been deleted in an attempt to explain the situation. She said she was simply trying to mess with her friends, and justified her actions by saying that she tweeted the donation link only because people were asking for it. I didn't ask for shit, she said. We didn't ask for it to go viral as well. So everybody can kiss my ass. And that's, and I quote right there. So, I don't know. I'll let you guys be the judge, man. I don't really know what kind of crazy shit is going on these days. It's got to be in the water, but only in Ohio, right? So it's quite interesting to be. And I want to give a shout out real quick to the chat room, man. Dave Sheets. I knew it was you, man. You know, hanging out in the chat room, bro. Busted. Rocky X TV. Shout out to Dave and Rocky X and everybody hanging out in the chat room. But that is just crazy, man. Being a dad, that kind of pisses me off. Kind of ruffles my feathers a little bit. You know, I went down to be a good dad, try to get any type of help, any type of things I could do medically to get my daughter, you know, back to square one, right? And they told me, looked me straight in my face, and was like, you know, if you were a douchebag father, then we would help you. But you're not. But here's what we suggest. We suggest that you get a divorce, or you set it up to where you're paying child support, you know, and then, you know, and then she'll get all the help in the world. I'm like, wow. That's what the world's coming to. So, with that said, here we go. I got something right here from Dread Engine. This song's called Doom, and I don't know, man. Have you been watching? I'm not going to go political on you, but have you been watching lately? Those missiles are getting further and further. Oh, here we go. Doom. Let's get it.
Hey, this is Brandon.
And this is Barab,
We're 8 Pound Pressure.
and you're listening to Antman Verses.
Woo!
Any given Sunday, any given Sunday. The only gift I have to give to you is the one that keeps on giving. All the rope you need to hang yourself. If you keep living like you're living. Wickedness and innocence both cast into the fire. Let the fight for false control while flames are growing higher. Tell us once again what we are wrong, and preach your Armageddon. Pat and pop your pills until they're gone, and keep buying what you're selling. Any given Sunday, any given Sunday, any given Sunday, any given Sunday. Heavy is the fool's head that wears the paper crown. Soon your faith will be tested. You walk on water or you drown. Cast your pearls into the swine and wallow in the mire. Follow suit with rotted fruits, praise to the one-eyed liar. Tell us once again what we are wrong, and preach your Armageddon. Pat and pop your pills until they're gone. Keep buying what you're selling. Any given Sunday, any given Sunday, any given Sunday, any given Sunday. Tell us once again what we are wrong, and preach your Armageddon. Pat and pop your pills until they're gone. Keep buying what you're selling. Tell us once again what we are wrong, and preach your Armageddon. Pat and pop your pills until they're gone. Keep buying what you're selling. Any given Sunday, any given Sunday, any given Sunday, any given Sunday.
What's going on, Music Familia? How's it going? And welcome back to the show. So, hopefully you guys have been hanging out. I saw you guys chatting in the chat room, just chilling. So I'm going to give a shout out to Stevie Cade, Photo Nation AP, Dave Sheets, or, fuck you, Hater, in the chat room there. And Rocky X TV is going to be here. And I tried to play a promo earlier. I figured out what the problem was. But I'm going to have to take care of it. And we'll be able to debut it on Thursday's show. So it'll be fun. I'll be able to play that. And it's probably a good thing that it didn't play anyway, because I didn't ask for permission first. So it's probably like shame on me for not asking for permission first before I should play it on the show. So, that's kind of what I get. So, anyway, hope you guys are having fun, man. And it's been really fun, man. We have so many people that we've had a chance to interview and hang out with as we've built this studio and put this whole thing together at Music Familia Productions. And, the people that are involved with this, I have to say, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here, man. So thank you guys so much for putting up with me and helping me through all the growing pains and all the struggles that you go through trying to put together a huge project for so many people. You need a lot of hands to carry a lot of the weight, so it's pretty awesome that everybody is so in tune with that. And I want to give a shout out to our fans out in the United Kingdom, man. They have been listening to all of the archive stuff, and real soon, what's going to happen, we've been doing a radio portion side for quite some time, and it's just it's just really it's the same radio show, only it's a different experience. It's from the real radio aspect. So right now, hanging out in the YouTube and doing this stuff, you're getting an opportunity to see what it's like, the TV version. But while the show's recording, what you don't hear is the difference in some of the audio and some of the other things that we changed throughout the show. So, and we also reserve the radio side of that for a lot of our listeners who are third shifters who don't get a chance to listen or be part of live. And also, truthfully, because of different time zones. So we put it up that way just to give them another avenue to be able to find it. But real soon, what we're going to be doing is we're probably going to be adding a third show, and it's going to be a Sunday morning. It's going to be a talk show, and it's going to be from probably 8 to 10 every Sunday morning. We'll do that live as well, and really what the goal is less music, more talk, and a lot more engagement. A lot of people are going to have an opportunity to be a part of that, and I think that's going to be something that is going to be absolutely insane because it's not scripted. A lot of people were like, hey man, are you going to script your show, or how are you going to put that together? Me and the new DJ that is actually going to be coming here real soon. He's supposed to be here on the birthday show. The birthday show is on August 24th. It's a Thursday, and it's my birthday, and I'm doing a 5-hour-long show. And during that 5 hours, we are going to have a panel, and that's Dave Sheets from Photo Nation AP, Siobhan, the co-host of the show, and the new DJ. And they're going to have 3 microphones set up, and they're going to have the opportunity to not roast or joke about, but conduct a Q&A session with Antman and pick his brain about anything and everything about what he's doing, who he is, what he is, and all that fun stuff. And I opened myself up to this. This is off of the brainchild of Josh Dillard from the Admiralty. He had the idea. He just him and Derek were like, man, have you ever thought about being on the other side of the microphone? And I was like, fuck no. Hell until a no. But after thinking about it, I was like, truthfully, not a lot of people know who I am or know what I do. So I thought maybe it might be an interesting way to let people in on what I do and how I do it. So I was like, all right, well, I'm not good about talking about me. I hate fucking talking about me. So I love talking about everybody and everything. And one of the things that I love talking about most is supporting local and how important it is to support local and be a part of the local scene. So bringing people in to part of the show, looks like the internet connection is low. So I apologize for that, guys. We will get that taken care of. We have a storm coming in the Columbus, Ohio area over the nighttime, and it seems that thunderstorms and such seem to be really affecting the show. So, interesting. Well, we're going to keep recording here, and we're just going to keep kicking through it. But, like I said, August 24th, we're having a brand new show. I have 2 tickets here to give away as well, but we're going to talk about that, like I said, at 9 o'clock hour. Talking about that at the beginning of the hour. We have 2 tickets to give away. We're going to be giving the band an opportunity to talk about how they're going to be giving those away. I'll fill you in the details on that. Birthday show, we have Rocky X TV coming in. We have Mary Kaufman coming in. Oh, man, it's going to be so awesome. August 8th and the 10th. So Mary Kaufman is in on August 8th, and Rocky X is in on the 10th. And that's going to be epically awesome. So make sure you guys stay tuned for a whole lot more. And, I try to find different stuff. And I remember this song from way back, and I want to pull it out for you. This is off of my dusty shelf, and it's called Remember This, and I hope you guys like it. It's quite breathtaking. Give you that. Ready? Let's go. Whoa!
Did it all get better? Like you hoped it would. My mind flies like a feather, wandering all around the town. For me, it's only gotten worse. Learning the true facts. My morning gravestones are shining. Light onto your naked body. I will always remember this for what this is. Oh no, you won't ever care about this for what this is. Oh no.
Holy shit, Stevie Cade. I was just checking my inbox. Good old Stevie Cade just sent me a lovely picture. No, it is not a picture of my popsicle. It is, however, well, here, I guess to be fair. You know, I talk about how transparent I am all the time, so I guess why not, right? So, here we go. Let's see if I can slide this in here. Pow. Maybe. Nope. So I'm gonna save. What we'll do is we'll save this image and we will get it loaded in here. Here we go. We'll see what we can do. Boom. So this was from my 30th birthday party. So thanks, Stevie Cade, for that. That's pretty awesome right there. Holy shit, dude. Wow, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, so that was before facial hair, and this is now, actually. This is what happens when you have kids. Oh, man, wow. So, that was a blast from the past. Thanks, Stevie Cade. I appreciate that. Holy cow. So, we were talking before the break. We were talking about August 8th and August 10th. And we have Mary Kaufman from Columbus Events Group coming in to hang out. And we're going to be hanging out with Mary. She's not going to be staying the whole show, but she's going to be staying for part of it. And it's going to be a very special show because I actually am only going to be broadcasting for the time that Mary is here. So, with that being said, The reason being is that because in 7 days, it's my first wedding anniversary. And the wife was quite pissed when she found out that I booked the show for the 8th. So, it turned out, and thankfully, it turned out that Mary is not staying for the whole show. She's got some prior obligations, but she's coming through. She's going to be talking about the show. She's going to be talking about the upcoming shows that she has going on. She's going to be talking about the business, how long she's been in the business. And this is going to be an opportunity for everybody to ask Mary questions and get inside a lady who's been in the scene for longer than most of us have been alive. I mean, Columbus Events Group has been supporting music since before I was here, and I think it's time that we start talking to the people that have been in the game a little longer than some of us, because you have to know where you've been to know where you're going, and the only way we're going to do that is if we just get them in here, sit them down, and talk to them, and I think that's going to be great. And then following that same week, we have Rocky X TV coming in to hang out with us, and that is going down August 10th, and that is going to be awesome. We are at a level here where it's to the point now where we're adding a third day to the lineup. So we're going to add Sundays, and it's going to be called Sunday Morning Meltdown, and we're going to be hanging out with our brand new DJ, and we're going to be revealing that on the day of the birthday party. So that's coming up August 24th. So I want to give a shout out right now to the band Grindhouse, the Admiralty, Black Coffee, Pay the Toll, Throwing Rocks at Girls, and the Lost Boys. I have 2 tickets right here to the August 26th show at the Al Rosa Villa, and you're going to have an opportunity to win these tickets. The Admiralty is to be determined, scheduling a time where we can get all the boys in here. And we're going to do an open call line situation where the best the best character, or, best voiceover, or however you want to look at it, the best call-in, they're going to judge. The best call-in will be winning the tickets, and you'll be able to take a guest to the show. Now, you can pick these tickets up from any one of the bands. They are selling them, and you can get them in advance for $10. And this is going to be a hell of a show. You saw me promoting for it for a long time. This is going to be one of those shows where this is a lot of talent in one show. I mean, the years of education and mastery and musicianry that are put into this show is just crazy. So, I mean, you would be an idiot not to miss it. And speaking of not missing it, this weekend, Turn Into 10 Fest, August 4th, man, is going to be crazy. And Rockin' the Creek. So we got August 4th, and I believe August 5th, I think. So, I just gave away 2 tickets to Stacy Siegel. Shout out to her for winning the 2 tickets to the Autograph Saving Abel show, August 4th. 22nd Dimension, Green 13, Seas Eternity, Lovesick Radio, all under one roof. Awesome. And Saving Abel and Autograph were watching the tweets and the feeds and all the communications, so that's pretty awesome. You might have an opportunity to meet them, Stacy. Hopefully you do. So I'm going to give a shout out to Ricky Wolf and Night Wolf Productions and Concert Promotions, man. Those guys are awesome. Thank you guys for being so cool and allowing us to be part of the action. We definitely appreciate you. So at this time, I want to give a shout out to my sponsors, Columbus Botanical Depot, CBDHempHealth.com, Raw Designs. CBDHempHealth.com is a proud sponsor of This Day in Music. Raw Designs is a huge sponsor behind the scenes of a lot of our pretty looks, I guess you could say. And Photo Nation AP, my man Dave Sheets, handling all of our photography. We're getting ready to schedule with Dave. It's going to be pretty awesome, man. You should, too. Make sure you schedule with Dave Sheets. You're going to see a lot of promotions and a lot of stuff coming from that guy. And he's got a website that he hasn't even released yet, like that I'm just eager to see. And I know for a fact that I have his old logo. He's got a brand new logo that he hasn't even put out there yet that I'm excited to see. And he's probably gonna dick punch me for putting it out there like that, but sorry, bro, I had to, dude. You got good work, man, and you definitely deserve the attention. So, speaking of attention, have you guys heard about the body of the college football player who vanished on Lake Tahoe? He got recovered over a year later, and when a group of paddleboarders was blown into Lake Tahoe by powerful winds, all were soon plucked from the blue waters apart from 20-year-old University of Nevada Wolfpack player Mark May. A year later, the Hawaiian native's family still lacked closure without remains to inter. This past weekend, the Ma family asked an independent contractor to search the Cobalt Lake in hopes of finding their son. On Monday, with the help of underwater cameras, searchers spotted a body believed to be May about 240 feet below the surface. While no ID has been made, fingerprints and dental records will be used to make the official determination. It turns out Ma is a defensive lineman at the University of Nevada, Reno, and he went paddleboarding on June 10th, 2016, with a group of athlete friends from school. According to a statement from the Placer County Sheriff's Office, winds picked up on the lake, and shortly after the group entered the water, while his friends were rescued by a boat crew from a nearby marina, Ma was never seen again. And he was not wearing a personal flotation device. I guess reports say that he decided he wanted to take it off. It was irritating his neck. The private organization found the remains using a specialized robotic underwater camera called Bruce's Legacy. A volunteer group exists to provide resolution to families who have lost loved ones due to drowning or water-related incidents, according to the website. And people of different cultures, religions, etc. have varying ways of mourning and showing respect for the deceased. But all have one thing in common: having the body present at some point of their ritual or process of disposition. And so it turns out that Bruce's Legacy agreed to perform the search all for free. And the remains were brought to shore with assistance from the Placer County Sheriff's Office and the U.S. Coast Guard. In a Twitter post, former Wolfpack member Brian Polian reacted to the news of the discovery. He said, I have just learned that the body of our dear friend and teammate, Mark, has been recovered from Lake Tahoe, and it's been over a year since we lost him. And I know that it has been an incredibly difficult time for his family and friends. I hope that today's events bring those closest to Mark some closure and peace, he wrote. Further saying that his message, basically in closing, saying that I think about my friend every day and miss him very much. #family. So, as the Reno Gazette Journal notes, Nevada players wore a logo on their helmets last season in honor of their lost teammate. The logo included Ma's number 59, a hang loose sign, and a Hawaiian flower. That number has and will be retired until 2020, the year Ma would have graduated. So that number will be eligible in 2020. It's pretty sad. But hearts and hats off and out to that family, and hope you guys are resting well and holding on to each other. And it's something to be said. You really can't take life for granted. And I think the biggest thing that we forget is how lucky and how fortunate we are to be able to do what we do every day. And I think about it every day when I wake up in the morning, and the first thing I have to grab is my leg brace. And a lot of people think about when they get up out of bed, they just get up and get out of bed, or they get up and they do whatever they do, they behave the way they behave, or they act the way they act, and it's just supposed to be okay. And I think sometimes we get such big heads, or we get to a point where we are so consumed or overwhelmed, or I don't know, whatever word you want to use, wrapped up in that sometimes a lot of things fall by the wayside and we forget. And when we forget, we let go. And when we let go, well, you know how that goes. And so with that said, I want to get this song lined out for you here. This goes out to one of my dear, dear friends who is tuning in right now in Montana, and I hope you are well, my friend. And this is called Poor Wayfaring Stranger, and I hope this is going to be one song that you won't forget, my man.
Hey, this is Josh.
This is Mike.
This is Jordan.
This is Derek. We're the Admiralty, and you're listening to Antman Verses.
In the daylight hours, it comes at 60 miles an hour. In a trying world, is a thought that renders useless. Sent to make the call, though I'm not prepared at all. Within the closest view is a storehouse of excuses. I can see the writing on the wall. I can hear buzzing in the hall. Come right in and save me. I'm unprotected. I can get a feeling far away. I can be afraid for the day. And now if you save me, don't be afraid of anything. In a mystic vault, an escape route says it all. But it's leading to a world that seldom helps you. Closing the gates, they're headed towards this way. I could never win, it's a pointless situation. I can see the writing on the wall. I can hear the buzzing in the hall. Come right in and save me. I'm unprotected. I can get a feeling far away. I can be afraid for the day. And now if you save me, don't be afraid of anything. And the tasks are overwhelming, and the way so complicated. I carry on, it's on me. All the rules that bend and break me, and the plans that overtake me. Soldier on, pressure's on. I can see the writing on the wall. I can hear the buzzing in the hall. I'm right and save me. Don't be afraid of anything.
Something a little bit different there. You know, I love to go old school from time to time, and I love bringing new music to everybody that tunes into the show. So hopefully you guys like what you're hearing tonight. I want to give a shout out to my sponsors, Rocky X TV, and honestly, Rocky, I second that. I do think that Stevie Cage should be on the show. Maybe throw in a short acoustic set. Maybe. That might be doable. I don't know, Stevie. You'll have to get a hold of me. We were supposed to do lunch, me and Stevie Cade. We were going to get together and have a bro lunch, but you know how things always seem to pop up with different schedules, and it's really hard to line up, man. It really is these days, but we're going to have to do that soon. And, you know, I'm looking for all sorts of new people to come and hang out in the show. And we're filling up fast. We're picking up subscribers daily, and people are watching the show every week. It's not that we're hitting thousands of people, it's that we're actually hitting people that are regularly watching and participating in the show every week. So I'm not really quite worried, truthfully, about reaching millions and millions of people, because truthfully, we are reaching I think without very minimal advertising, very minimal anything, reaching the United Kingdom, reaching Australia, reaching all over the United States, and I can say that of the 100 and over 150 subscribers that we have, each one of them is from a different part all over the place. So to be able to reach out just to that, like, I'm thankful to be able to just do that. So that's really awesome. I really appreciate being able to do that. So I want to give a shout out to, like I said, I want to give a shout out to real quick to my sponsors, Rocky X TV, Columbus Botanical Depot. Check him out, my man Joe over there, cbdhemphealth.com, 614-407-4420, or head over check out Raw Designs, designsbyraw.com. My man Ryan Woods is over there. Check him out, man. One Cool Cat, 614-425-7901. Let him know that Ant-Man sent you, and he will hook your logos up. I'm telling you, dude. This dude is off the chain. You need to check him out for yourself, man. And ztpmag.com, raw, beautiful, bold, ztpmag.com. All the boys and girls over there, awesome people. I want to give a shout out to my bosses, Music Familia Productions. Thank you guys so much, man. The team of people that hire me from that production is basically, everybody. There's like 5 people that are involved with the production part of it, and I have to give a hat off without letting my hair down to all those people. And thank you guys so much, man. We are live on YouTube as well right now. Head over, subscribe to our YouTube channel, be part of the action, man. And so we're going live on Facebook for this news story. So it turns out Kanye West is suing for $10 million as if the punk doesn't need more money. It turns out the insurance is stiffing him for canceled tour. So Kanye West Tour Company is suing Lloyd's of London to get its money back for the shortened St. Pablo tour, and says the insurer is trying to peddle a marijuana-based excuse for not paying. According to Docs, Very Good Touring filed a claim with Lloyd's back in November. You'll recall Kanye pulled the plug on his remaining tour dates after spending 8 days at the UCLA Medical Center in late November. In the docs, Kanye's CEO says it had a policy with Lloyd's to cover cancellation or non-appearance fees. However, Lloyd's has yet to fork over a dime, and according to the suit, suggests that it might not ever fork up any money. And because it suspects Kanye's marijuana use caused his breakdown. And Very Good Touring says that Lloyd's has no proof to back it up, that weed is just a theory and is merely looking for an obscenable excuse, no matter how fanciful, to deny payment on the policy. VGT is suing Lloyd's for $9.8 million plus interest, folks. That kills me. It kills me. As if he doesn't have enough money, as if he doesn't have enough. It's just quite ridiculous to me that, he's always got something to say. And, I think that, the whole blaming him, like, the marijuana uses caused his breakdown. I don't know. I don't really, I have a lot of people who would chime back and forth and have that conversation with me probably all day long. So, I don't know. I'll let you guys be the judge of that. But we got Douchebag Criminals coming up in the 9:30 towards 10 o'clock hour. We got a bunch of brand new stuff and still to go through. Talking about the August 8th show with Mary Kaufman, the August 10th show with Rocky X TV, and the birthday show with me, your host Ant-Man, on August 24th. That show is RSVP. Now, a lot of people were asking me about it and how they get involved. Now, it's RSVP only. And if you got an invite, then, definitely come through. But RSVP, and a lot of people are like, what's the cover for that event? And then I said, you bring a dish. Basically, you bring a dish, you come hang out, and it's a 5-hour long show, man, from 5 p.m. till 10 p.m. Live cameras are going to be live. We're going to be kicking all day. So we're going to have guests come in, hanging out. There's going to be food pass, just general sit down, hang out, have a good time. And I encourage everybody to join the Facebook event there and share it and spread it around. But make sure that you RSVP. There is going to be a list, and the cutoff is going to probably be, we haven't named the cutoff yet. We got 23 days. We got about 30 people or so that are registered right now to come through and hang out at the studio. So we just need everybody who is going to be part of that to pop in the Facebook Live and let us know that you're going to be coming to the show. Or subscribe to the YouTube channel, and in the comments, subscribe and let us know you're coming that way. Or hit us up on Facebook.com/AntmanVS or AntmanVS.com on my brand new website. You can check out all previous shows. You can check out the episode with Joe to get CBD information. I've had some people asking me questions about how they can find out our last podcast with Joe, and it turns out that things are going to be kicking up a little bit more, and I want to give a shout out to Hemp Lucid. They are partnering possibly with CBD Hemp Health and Columbus Botanical Depot, and so that could be a possibility. So I want to give a shout out to them if they happen to check this out at all. And also, I want to give a shout out to you, Music Familia. Thank you guys so much for being so awesome and hanging out with me. And we're gonna get this right here, and this is something that I don't know. I think it's catchy. I do. I really do. I think it's catchy. But it's called New Orleans. I've never been there. People tell me that it's pretty awesome. I really want to go. I don't know. Maybe the bosses will send me on a vacay. Maybe I'll get to go down there. Who knows? Maybe we need to go down there and find some new music. I think it would be pretty cool to get some locals in a tour bus and head off to New Orleans and film the whole thing. I think that would be fun as shit. I don't know. Let me know what you think about that. But let's get into this right here. This is something very dear to my heart, and this is from Last Chance, and this is called New Orleans. Hope you guys are ready for it. Let's go.
If you're traveling in a broken heart, come along with me. I will help you make a brand new start down in New Orleans. The French Quarter is the place to go if you want to be free. Blues, jazz, and rock and roll. Yeah, you do what you please. New Orleans, New Orleans, party town, USA. New Orleans, New Orleans, let's head on down today. Voodoo magic, mystery, wild romance all night. A city full of history, a different way of life. No looking back to the past, it's so easy to see that New Orleans is the city, babe, for you and me. New Orleans, New Orleans, party town, USA. New Orleans, New Orleans, let's head on down today. help you make a brand new start down in New Orleans. New Orleans, New Orleans, party town, USA. New Orleans, New Orleans, let's head on down today. New Orleans, New Orleans, party town, USA. New Orleans, New Orleans, let's head on down today.
Hell yeah. Love me some of that right there. So, what's going on, Music Familia? Hanging out live. So, it turns out Joanna Krupa and Brandy Granville settle what has long been deemed the smelly vagina lawsuit. The smelly vagina lawsuit.
Fuck that.
It turns out that at 2:45 p.m. Pacific time, it appears part of the settlement includes that Brandy makes a public mea culpa. She just released the statement to TMZ. I want to apologize to Joanna Krupa for the statements I have made about her. I regret ever making such statements about Joanna Krupa. I also certainly never intended my statements to be taken so seriously and out of proportion. She added, I apologize as I never wanted my statements to affect Joanna Krupa's reputation, and I wish her nothing but continued success in her life. You might remember this big stink is over Joanna Krupa and Brandy Glanville struck a settlement in the infamous smelly vagina lawsuit. We just got a hold of the new docs filed Tuesday confirming both sides have reached a full and final settlement. And Joanna is now officially withdrawing her defamation suit against Brandy. It sounds like there was a financial settlement, but the terms are deemed confidential, as always. Gay. Fuck that. As we reported, the beef started in 2013 when Brandy, while appearing on Watch What Happens Live, claimed she'd heard from a friend that Joanna's lady parts smelled really bad, and Brandy said it a second time, prompting the defamation lawsuit. And Joanna's estranged husband even testified recently her vajayjay's, quote, better than any woman in the world. Case closed on the smelly vagina lawsuit. Wow.
They don't care.
Douche.
Oh, man. Craziness. It never ends, and it never ceases to amaze. And really, honestly, Rocky X still sitting, hanging out. So Stevie Cade, Photo Nation AP, Dave Sheets, and everybody that's hanging out on the YouTube, man. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of the action. And Stevie Cade, I do think that we could probably work out an acoustic thingamajig. It could be fun. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know. It should be interesting. musicfamiliaproductions@gmail.com if you're interested in being part of the show. And if you're out there, we're looking for new sponsors, businesses, part of the action, local advertising, affordable as it can possibly get. You might want to get in now before we get to the point where we don't have any more spots left. To be honest, we are on the verge of hitting like 1,000 subscribers like instantly. And I have a way it's going to happen. Keep in mind, I have not put in 100% of advertising or drive or focus to blow this thing up. I've just been trying to harness and build and grow and build and grow and listen to what everybody, all the advice I've been getting, I've just been taking in, and trying to make a show that is worth something to somebody. And so hopefully you guys are enjoying that. So we have Douchebag Criminals coming up in the 9 o'clock hour. But before we get out the door here, I play this song every week in hopes that the guys from Bobaflex hear me. I am interested in getting the new CD from them. And if anybody who listens to this is fans of theirs, it would be awesome if we could get the new music from them. Now, I play this song every show, and somebody was like, eventually they're going to hear that, and you might make them mad. I'm not trying to make them mad by any sorts of any means. I'm just trying to let them know that I'm a huge fan of the new stuff, the old stuff, and all the stuff, and I really want to do an interview with the guys. It would be really cool if somebody could set it up for them to come through on the birthday. That would be sweet. On the birthday show, that would be, I think I would probably shit my pants live on the show. I don't know. But in honor of Boba Flex and those guys, we're going to get over here right to this. I know you know this song. I know you do. Yeah, let's get it. Turn the fucking heat up.
Turn the fucking heat up. Turn the heat up. Turn the fucking heat up. Turn the heat up. Turn the fucking heat up. Turn the heat up. Turn the fucking heat up. Ew, like a burst of sex. Press the left for the blue guy. I'm a director sitting at the side. These always act like yeah. Detached from the species. A sling demon species. A beast looks what he sees. Spread through the clouds like evil to mankind. Nice is crazy, mother suffocating babies. Carry on, you mama. Never should have stopped the streets like an ad wonder. Advice from the right hater. You wanna save the country? Kill all the teenagers. Turn the heat up, turn the fucking heat up. Turn the heat up, turn the fucking heat up. Turn the heat up, turn the fucking heat up. Turn the heat up, turn the fucking heat up. I strikes like Richard Pryor's afro on fire. I get Molly Hop, my pentagram is live wired. I'm a liar, I'm a cheat, I'm a filthy-handed thief. Fuck your life, fuck your beliefs. I'm a dragon, breathe fire thing. Hands like the kraken, your skin starts to blacken. So raise your fist if you'll piss the rabbit's hole. Look to the sky and you'll see God is gone. Turn the heat up, turn the fucking heat up. Turn the heat up, turn the fucking heat up. Turn the heat up, turn the fucking heat up. Turn the heat up, turn the fucking heat up. Turn the heat up, turn the fucking heat up. Turn the heat up, turn the fucking heat up. Turn the heat up, turn the fucking heat up. Turn the heat up, turn the fucking heat up.
Hey, this is Brandon.
And this is Barab,
We're 8 Pound Pressure.
and you're listening to Antman Verses.
Woo!
I love that right there. Nah, 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 nah. Oh, I love that stuff right there. Freak About. Brand new. Pretty awesome. You need to check out that band. That band is killer, I'm telling you. You know what else is killer? One of the things that's been going down, a lot of people have been complaining about airplane this, airplane that, and it turns out that it's being dubbed, it's that, basically what's going on with humans and everybody with the planes and all that, it's inhuman. And it turns out that airplane passengers called 911 during a 6-hour wait on the tarmac. And this was just put out here this afternoon. And if you're flying regularly, you probably have at least one story of a particular grueling flight delay. But the story of these passengers likely has yours beat. Air Transit Flight 157 from Brussels was scheduled to arrive in Montreal at 3:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today. Or actually Monday, let me rephrase. But was diverted to Ottawa due to thunderstorms. According to CBC News, after 8 hours of flying, the plane landed at the Ottawa airport just after 5 p.m. Then it sat on the tarmac for 6 full hours. Multiple outlets and the passengers reported that there was power failures inside of the plane. People were pushing and shoving. During that time, the passengers said the air conditioning and lights were shut off. Food was only given to children, and at least one passenger started vomiting. Passenger Marianne Zeal told the Montreal Gazette that the aircraft was so hot for some of them that the difficulty for breathing was very high. Eventually, one passenger called 911, but the paramedics told the passengers there was nothing they could do, but they did hand out water. One passenger posted a video to Twitter of airline employees demanding whoever called 911 to report themselves. And the plane actually lost power and went zero AC, went zero air conditioning. And then now we've got the doors open and one kid is puking and people are just losing their minds, Laura Ma told CBC. Further commenting that they're just getting madder and madder, and they're saying this isn't right, this isn't okay, you can't do this to us. The police are in here and the fire department's in here and they're telling us that they can't do anything, that we just have to stay put. And so a lot of tweets like no air, they're looking for who called 911 after 5 hours of suffocation. Numerous follow-up posts and tweets about this. Some passengers started tweeting at Air Transit directly, and the airline responded by blaming the bad weather and the airport. And however, the airport responded to a complaint by Ma on social media that the decision not to deplane passengers was made by the airline. Turns out that we found out later, reported that the Air Transit said it couldn't deplane passengers because of the high volume of planes diverted to Ottawa, and the air conditioning and lights were cut off because the plane was waiting to refuel. It said in a statement that is sorry for the inconvenience, and it was beyond our control. Passengers called the treatment inhuman and unbearable. The flight left Ottawa Airport at 11 p.m., and it landed in Montreal around 11:30. A half-hour flight, ladies and gentlemen. And it took how long? Holy shnikes. Rocky XTV! Yell for Rocky. Adrian! Oh, Rocky. Hey, Rocky! Yeah, there we go. Happy? So, hope you guys are having an awesome time. I'm going to get into something a little bit different. In honor of my man Stevie Cade and my man Rocky XTV, we're going to go into the country folder here. And I love those guys, man. And we got this right here. This song's called Ready to Go. This is from my guys Rocky XTV and Stevie Cade. Here we go.
time is right. No, I won't let you down. Anytime you're ready to go, anytime at all.
Here's for the ladies. Let's go.
Man, what a treat to share this stage with such amazing songwriters. This next tune I'm going to play for you guys, I actually just wrote not too long ago. We moved to Savannah from Middle Tennessee, going on 2 years, and no place really feels like home until I write a song about it. So I wrote a tune about Savannah. And I think you can probably relate to some of this. It's called She's My Girl. Okeechee River on a Friday night, I hear the crickets and critters making music in the moonlight. Bamboo pole with a fish on the line. That low country boy wanna taste just fine. Don't you wish you could? Around here we got it good. Down a River Street walk is where they're picking and grinning and they party after dark. Relaxing in the shade out at Forsyth Park under a live oak tree with the Spanish moss. Don't you wish you could? Down here we got it good. I've been up north, y'all. California, she's like nothing in this world. Savannah, she's my girl. Savannah, she's my girl. All right, y'all. Tie the island with my feet in the sand. I'm working on a buzz and getting a tan. Come here from across this land, splashing in the water, drinking beer from a can. Don't you wish you could? You know we got it good. I've been up north, y'all, out to California. She's like nothing in this world. Savannah, she's my girl. Savannah, she's my girl. Talking about my girl, my girl. Talking about my girl, yeah.
Woo!
I should have threw a line about Johnny Harris in there. I just thought about that.
What's going on, Music Familia? How's it going? Hanging out live with Antman Verses. We have a little bit of time left in the show. And I got two clocks here. I got one that says 1:46 because we started late. And then I got one right here that says 9:52. I'm wondering which one I should follow. So we ran behind. We ran behind basically with the opportunity to be able to stream with a couple updates we had And it was a couple of things that we had last minute. So with the promo, apologies for not getting the promo out there at Rocky X TV. We'll have that ready for Thursday and ready to air for everybody. So I want to give a shout out, like I said, to a couple important people right now: Rocky X TV, ZTPMag.com, Columbus Botanical Depot, Raw Designs, Photo Nation AP, my man Dave Sheets, and I've been fighting this allergy crap all summer long, and it's officially August 1st, and I am so ready for the hot, nasty weather to go. My face is swollen. I could do Aflac commercials for days. I am just not happy. And you know, I mean, it's just one of those things. And we were talking about in the chat room. If you're in the YouTube chat room, then you have had a chance to check out some of the funny stuff that goes on in the chat room every show, every night that we do this. And we go live Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 to 10. You can subscribe to the channel. We have over 150 subscribers. We're growing fast. And I think it's going to be pretty awesome when we put some of the things in place, because a lot of people are doubting us and think that we're not going to go very far. It's all right. That's cool. I've seen the posts. I've seen the messages. I've you know, the word travels. So it'll be interesting to see, you know, what we come up with here. And keep in mind, you know, I've been so focused on trying to get the total vehicle up and going, and a little Rocky X wax in the nostrils will fix that. So as long as it's not peanut butter, like, just don't bribe me with peanut butter, Rocky X will be fine. But you know, it's really hard to start from nothing and try to create something. And so here at Music Familia Productions and Antman Verses, we try to work with as many people as we possibly can. Now, with that being said, a lot of people don't really know how or what we are or what we're trying to do for the community, so we are here every week to do that and provide the best opportunity. Now, my bosses have given me permission to, on August 24th, we're going to do a 5-hour-long show. And in an hour of that show, we will be able to talk about all the kind of questions you guys have to ask, anything like that. You'll be able to ask me live. And there might be some things that I might be like, you know, catch me off air. We'll talk about that. Because there's just some things that aren't appropriate. Stevie K, you need to answer Rocky X TV in the chat room, like right meow. He's very not happy with you. And I want to give a shout out to everybody who had birthdays today, man. All 9 of you. You guys are awesome. And I appreciate you guys. And so what we're going to do here, we got about 10 minutes left. And instead of just not playing anything or just messing around with it, we're going to go. And so, you know, I've been going through this folder for quite some time, and it's pretty different. And I got this folder. It's called an unknown folder, and there are well over 550 items in this folder. So I got this new song I'm just going to pull out of the box here. It's called Novocaine. It's about 4 minutes long. We're going to kick into this, and then when we get back, we'll be doing Douchebag Criminals. Make sure you subscribe today. Check out the brand new website, antmanvs.com, and a whole lot more. We'll be right back after this.
My
We are getting ready here for some douchebag criminals, and just in time, that was Novocaine. I hope you like that song. That is some new stuff right there. So, without further ado, you know, every week I do douchebag criminals, and that is an opportunity to bring light to some of the dumbest people on the planet. And this seems to be a huge fan favorite of the show, and this seems to be one of the most played portions of the show in the United Kingdom. So a lot of people must be enjoying hearing about the state's stupidity. So Rocky X TV, I will talk to you later, man. He is getting ready to head out the door. He's gonna go pick up the kid from driving school. So you guys be safe out there. Have a great night. But we're going to be doing douchebag criminals here right now. So, Florida mom brings child along during an armed robbery. A Florida mother was arrested on charges of bringing her 10-year-old along during an armed robbery, which turned into a police car chase and involved a shooting. Christina R. God, 30, was the driver during Friday night convenience store robbery and stayed in the car while 33-year-old Rodney Snow went inside to rob the store. And when Marion County Sheriff's Office deputies responded, the duo drove off before crashing. Deputies told the Orlando Sentinel that Snow ran into the woods and shot himself. He is in critical condition, officers tell the Sentinel. They then arrested God on charges of felony child neglect and principal to armed robbery. The child who was not injured was turned over to the Department of Children and Family Services. And that is our first douchebag criminal of the night. So that is just one. Here's about this one right here. A Chinese woman tries to evade debt with plastic surgery. It turns out that a Chinese woman who found herself in $3.7 million worth of personal debt changed her appearance with plastic surgery in order to avoid paying for it. So, according to some of the sources we have, 59-year-old Zhu Najin fled when she was ordered to pay off her outstanding debt. When police finally apprehended the woman, they were astonished at the sight of her. And we were very surprised at the scene. The policeman said she looked in her 30s and was different from the photos that we had. And Najin also disclosed that she had been using other people's identity cards to travel across the country, and she funded her surgery using borrowed credit cards. Her surgery, brace yourselves, was about $60,000. So she stole $60,000 from people to do a plastic surgery. And, you know, the thing that really kills me is she got $3.7 million worth of personal debt. Like, I can't even get it approved for a damn credit card. And this chick, wow. You, sir, you, ma'am, I should say, are,
They don't care.
Douche.
Yep, douche. All right, guys, I am out the door. It is only Tuesday. We are going live Thursday. If you guys have shows, if you have flyers, if you guys want to be promoted, if you guys are looking for an affordable way to be heard, contact us. musicfamiliaproductions@gmail.com. Check out my brand new website, antmanvs.com, for more. And for anything else, man, make sure you tune in every Tuesday. We got a bunch of shows coming up August 8th, August 10th, and the 24th. Those are all coming up real soon, right around the corner. So I hope you guys are ready for that. And so we are getting ready to get out the door here. The 2-hour mark is here. I am sorry, guys. I'm out the door. Stevie Cade, Rocky X TV. Shout out to everybody in the chat room. Thank you for tuning in. My sponsors, Columbus Botanical Depot, Raw Designs, Photo Nation AP, ZTPmag.com. Much love to everybody. Rocky X TV. I'll see you guys Thursday night. You guys have a great night.